this episode, I want to talk about self-doubt and how self-doubt can hold you back. And at the same time, I want to take you a bit backstage of the Sensitive Success Summit. So if you don't know about it, the Sensitive Success Summit is 30 days, 30 speakers, online, free. You can go and check it out and register at sensitivesuccesssummit.com. It started the 1st of October, but you can still join and you can still see all the conversations. So hope to see you in there if you're not already. But yeah, in this conversation, I wanted to talk a bit more about the backstage, the process backstage. And yeah, I came to think about self-doubt because self-doubt is something that really can hold us back. And it's something that has come up for me really strongly during this process. So this is the second year I'm doing the summit. I did one last year as well. And self-doubt is when we doubt in ourselves and our ability. And yeah, of course it comes up when we do something new, when there's something that we haven't done before. So with the summit, I had a lot of self-doubt in so many different ways. And yeah, it did take me a longer time. It did take more energy. It took me quite a lot of pushing, if that's the right word, to actually create the summit and to create what I knew that I wanted to create. I actually came to a point where I really realized that, yeah, I'm going to do this. So yeah, self-doubt, you can be there. That's totally normal. And I'm going to do this anyway. So just acknowledge that part, but say, okay, yep, you're there. That's fine. I know why. I know that I'm growing. It's a sign that I'm growing. Self-doubt, welcome. It's a sign that I'm growing. And really see, what do you make it mean? When things like this come up, when we grow, what do you make it mean? When the doubts come up, do you make it mean that this is wrong for you? Do you make it mean that you are wrong? What do you make it mean? So really tune into that. See, okay, if you're feeling like something is off or wrong, what is it actually? Is it that self-doubt coming up because you're growing? Or is it really something that you should listen to? So that has been a really helpful question for me. What do you make it mean? And another question that I would like to ask around self-doubt is for you, what is the opposite of self-doubt? And here a lot of different answers can come up for you. And it's not about finding the right or wrong answer. It's just interesting to observe what comes up for you. What is the opposite of self-doubt? Well, for me, the opposite of self-doubt is trust. Trust in my own abilities and myself. Trust and know that I can do this, that I can do new things. And yeah, I lean into that as much as I can, that part of me that knows that. Because yeah, I have a part of me that's always doubting and always questioning things. And then I have that side of me that always trusts in me and always trusts in my ability. So just lean into that. I've leaned into that as much as possible. But also know that, as I said, it's natural and we don't have to believe in ourselves. We don't have to work away that self-doubt just to do something. With the summit, if I had waited till I was ready or if I had waited till I knew everything, it would never have happened because it is in the process that we learn things. It is by actually doing and creating the summit that I'm actually learning to trust that ability that I can do summit. How would I otherwise have the ability to do a summit? So yeah, I really give you a brain proof. Have I done things that I hadn't done before that I managed? Yes. So there's proof that I can do things that I haven't done before. And that's what you have as well, right? We're here, we're still here. So we've succeeded 100% of the time. We've learned a lot of things, probably make mistakes or failures, but we're still here and we're still learning and we're still growing. And it's all part of the process. Realize it's something, part of something bigger. So, as I said, we don't have to believe in ourselves. We don't have to amp up the courage to do something. Make it an experiment. Okay, I'm going to show myself that I can do this. I'm going to experiment with this and it, realize that it's all part of the journey. So one thing that helped me last year was realizing, okay, this is the first time I'm doing this. It's not the last time I'm doing it. It's the first time I'm doing it. And the first time I'm doing this, my goal is to actually just do it. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to learn a lot. And yeah, I did. I did the summit. I learned a lot. I'm doing things a bit different this year. I'm still learning. I know it's not perfected, and it probably won't be in ever, ever actually. But I'm making adjustments to make it feel better for me. And also, I have the trust that I know that I can pull it off. And now I know that I can pull it off twice. I can do it another time and improve and set the structure and have the processes in place so it's going to be easier and easier every time, and then I can adjust the small details that I want to see now that I'm like, oh, let's not make that next time. And wow, and there's always like small things coming up that we can't control. So yeah, that really helped me to lean into that trust. It's going to be okay. I'm going to do it again. I have a bigger vision for this. While doing it, I'm learning. I'm seeing, I'm experimenting. Is this something I want to do again? Yes. Is this something that contribute to people? Yes. And also, instead of focusing a lot on self-doubt and building ourselves up, focus on the result. And that's particularly difficult the first time, because the first time we don't know the result. We don't know if it's gonna make the difference, like with the summit. I had no idea if people were gonna watch at all, if they were gonna have an heartfelt experience that it really helped them. But with the feedback I got last time, they really had. And also with the feedback I'm already getting from this summit, it's impacting people. It's making them realize that they are highly sensitive, or helping them to see that it's an amazing thing and that they need to embrace it even more and even more of ourselves. So yeah, I think especially for us as highly sensitives, it can be easy to doubt ourselves because we feel different. We are different. Uh, among up to 30% of the population are highly sensitive. So we are a minority, and that can, for most of it, it has made us feel different and made us feel weird, or whatever word you heard, too sensitive. Yeah, whatever word or phrase that you heard growing up, that is something that, yeah, you are different. And that is not wrong. I know that people make it wrong, but it's not wrong. We need all kinds of people. And you need to be you. You cannot be anyone else. So really tune into you and really tune into that part of you that wants to create something big, something amazing. And yeah, with the summit again, like I've heard that, well, I use my I am me as much as possible in the conversations, and I get feedback that they love it. They love the softness of the highly sensitivity, and they love, like, yeah, the contrast to other speakers, where it's go, 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 it's push, it's like, yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm not doing it that way because I'm being myself as much as possible, because I feel like that's also a voice that needs to be heard. That's also a perspective that isn't so needed in the world. And I think that we all have that uniqueness that is needed in the world. And that's why I think it's so important that we are ourselves as much as possible. So, yeah, know that self doubt is totally normal. We all have it. I have it, definitely. And You don't have to work it away before you start doing something. It's part of the process. And when you're doing something new, it's going to come up again. When you're doing something bigger, it's going to come up. When you're doing something different, it's going to come up. And it's just a sign that you're growing and that you're trying new things that you haven't done before. And that's totally normal. And it's part of the process. And it's kind of what makes it interesting, right? If you just knew everything that you did all the time, to me, as a high sensation seeker, highly sensitive, it sounds a bit boring. So that's why I do these things. That's why I move to the other side of the world and create a summit and just experiment and need new experiences, but in a way that works for me. So yeah, what is the opposite to self-doubt for you, and how can you lean into it? Can you help take your brilliant mind to help you with this? What does it need? Does it need proof? Does it need the focus on something bigger? I leave you with those questions, and I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you join us in the Sensitive Success Summit. Come over and join us at sensitivesuccess.com. Hope to see you there. Bye.